Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
It's feeling epic.
3 words. 8 letters.
I remember everything.
Those two are really tied together.
And I have scissors. Are you ready for it? Baby, let the games begin. I mean, that Taylor needle drop. So good. Iconic
That
Taylor
gave me the
needle
energy.
drop. That did.
End of episode 2. Just boom. We are off and running.
We are back. Every time I think we're taking a step forward with Bina, we're getting there, we're making progress, we take 2 steps back, it feels like. It's these zingers that she gives at the end of episodes.
She's great. I think we were so right when we said she's kind of the big bad that she has to overcome in this show, because like she even gets the big intro into the basketball game.
Iconic.
It's like, here comes the boss.
I want to be Bina. I mean, she looked so good, so chic. Everyone is turning to look at her. Everyone looks scared. That is what I want. That's iconic.
I mean, even Morgan, I think, was kind of starstruck by her in the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be? I'd be scared to look at her.
Also, that line is all we can remember. We typically have a longer reenactment, but we just saw the first 2 episodes live.
We did.
Here in New York.
We saw them early, and we got to go to a cast panel afterwards, which was very fun. The cast was there. The creators were there. They were talking all about the show, all about what we can look forward to in season 2. And I got to say, I'm usually nervous about a season 2. Because if I really liked a season 1, I get very nervous that they're going to change everything for season 2 then. That they're just going to be like, we got to do something different. We got to change it up. So I was very nervous going into this. And I got to say, within about 5 minutes, I was like, okay, we're good. We're good. We're keeping the same beats. We're doing what we love. We're doing what this show does well. And they confirmed that on the panel, too. They said, we're going to give people what they want and what they liked about this show. And I am thrilled to hear that.
They don't want to take away your comfort watch. They want it to be that, which is great.
Exactly. And that's what I was talking about in our last ep, that there is such a comfort with this show. And I'm so glad that they are not taking that away. They confirm they're not going to have them break up every episode or something like that. So I was like, thank you for giving that confirmation too, so I didn't have to sit there and wonder either.
It's a fun show. I'm still kind of excited after seeing it. You know, we just saw it, an hour or 2 ago.
And we are already potting about it. This is how serious we take this.
There's a lot running through my head about it, but I loved it. Yeah, there's no dramatic jump the shark moments.
No, it's a lot about
those first 2 ups.
It's a lot of what we love about this show already. I will say it was very fun seeing that whole cast together on the panel. Just to talk about that first, it was very fun seeing them all together because we don't see them on screen that much all together like that. And it's very clear that this cast has a lot of fun together.
Yeah. I thought you were good. Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were going to say it was fun to see it with an audience, because I did think that.
That too.
I mean, everyone was laughing so much in like the first episode especially.
Yeah.
Just the energy of it being back and that dinner party was great.
It was a lot of big laughs for sure.
Should he introduce the show?
I guess I can. I guess, what is it? We're still under 5 minutes, so we're doing pretty good. Welcome to the Previously On podcast. I'm Jillian Benani, joined once again by my husband, Tyler, and we are talking Nobody Wants This Season 2. We're just talking about the first 2 eps today. That's all that we've seen, and then we'll get into the rest of the season as we watch it. But we're sticking to the first 2.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad you got me to watch this show because it is so funny, and I really love it. And I'm excited to watch the rest of the show this weekend and pods with you some more about it. We're going to do a couple more pods about it, right?
Yeah, we're going to cover the first 2 episodes in this app that you're listening to right now. And then we're going to do the next 4 episodes. And then the final 4.
So episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You know I couldn't do that math.
7, 8,
I was like 3 through I was
6.
like, Tyler, jump in here for me, please.
Then 7 through 10.
Yes. So lots more Nobody Wants Us to come.
Great. Can you remember any other lines?
I can't.
There's the line about where they're on the bed. There's something there where she's like, oh, where he's like, yeah, are we in trouble or is this over or something? I think that was in the trailer. And then she's mad that she's supposed to be the pessimistic one.
I did like that line. That was good. I mean, there was a lot of great moments in
There
these
were a lot of great lines.
first 2 apps. We were just living in the
yeah.
moment during it.
We're living in the moment.
Okay, but I still want to talk
Soaking it
about
up.
seeing the cast. You're bypassing this. We got to talk more about that because they
I
did give
wasn't
us.
moving past it. I just felt like I didn't finish talking about the lines.
Oh.
But yeah, let's talk about the Q&A.
Let's talk about the Q&A because I feel like we got some good information in this. Really, one of my bigger takeaways was they seem to all collectively love episodes 5 and 9 from this season.
Yes.
So we don't know what
They did
those
bring
are,
that
but
up.
those seem to be some big eps, which is fun.
Yes.
And they confirmed they're doing a Valentine's Day episode where I think we're getting a lot of different perspectives on Valentine's Day, which will be very fun.
Yep. And wasn't there something about costumes? There was a costume.
Oh, yeah. They're all getting dressed up.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was for. I feel like it was for a holiday. It definitely sounds like they're going bigger in certain ways of like kind of doing those more like holidays and like Valentine's Day and
Big theme episodes.
big
if you
theme
will.
apps, yeah, which I love. I feel like that's always fun in a season 2. It's like, we got more money, let's do some themes.
Fun. They got guest stars. Seth Rogen's coming on.
Yes, they said Seth Rogen is really great. And they confirmed Leighton Meester, also really great. It was fun hearing Adam Brody talk about how much he enjoyed working with Seth Rogen, to go back to him for a second. Because it feels like to me they would have like worked together on something or maybe kind of like been in the same circles, but I guess they weren't. And I feel like they're going to be very fun on screen together, which I'm excited about. And then, of course, we all can't wait for Leighton Meester to come on. They were like, they wanted to give her a full role, it sounded like. It sounds like she really knocked it out of the park.
This is going to be your dream. It's just going to be too many teen stars for you at once on screen.
Also, I miss Leighton Meester on TV all the time. I know she's been doing some more stuff lately now, but she is so funny in Gossip Girl. So I'm very excited for her to do more comedy in this show. Because really, a lot of her role on Gossip Girl, I think, is a comedy. She's so good in it and so funny that this is what she was meant to do.
Yeah, it was fun to hear about they seem to have a very fun set. Seem to be very close with each other. But again, my big takeaway was just seeing it with that audience because people were jacked to have Nobody Wants This back.
That was fun for me too, because as a fangirl, I feel like I've been to big like openings of like Twilight or those really like beloved franchises, Hunger Games. And I feel like this was giving a similar vibe to that, of like people screaming, people laughing, people just like really having a good time and enjoying themselves.
Hooting and hollering, a lot of laughing. Everyone had their phones out, was so excited for the cast.
I saw
was
every
great.
girl in there taking a photo of Adam Brody at some point. It was funny. I'm
course.
just like, every time he spoke, phones went up.
Every time he spoke, people, I feel like it felt like girls were fainting in the aisles. Like it was just like he would say, I couldn't even understand what he'd say. Like it'd be something under his breath with the mic down and people would be like, "Aw," and I was like, what'd he say? What'd he say? That guy has everyone eating out of the palm of his hand. It's great.
He does.
That's the kind of charisma you can't normally get in these shows.
And he seems so nice. Like I've seen him do 2 of these now, and he just seems so nice when he's doing these panels and just talking about his career. I feel like he's always kind of dropping the OC a little bit, which I love.
Sure. Have to.
And yeah, I mean, we're just all eating out of the palm of his hand, listening to every word he says. He could say something vile, and I'd be like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what you think.
Yeah. I feel like he's always goading Tim Simons into saying something vile. He's always trying to get him to say something crazy.
It was funny when they were asked, like, oh, do people come up to you and ask you, like, the same question about the show? And someone was like, people just really want to know what Adam Brody is like in real life. And the thing is, he is similar to his character in that way. He is so sweet and so nice and so attentive to his partner. And I was just like, ugh, it's all true.
You know, well, one thing I did take away from hearing the cast and creator talk was just Erin Foster, the creator, saying that, like, when she watched screen tests of other people trying to do that scene you love in the very first episode of him walking her to the car, it just didn't hit right with other people. And I think it just goes to, like, what we've been saying of Adam Brody is so far and away the MVP of, like, it just seems like such a difficult role to cast.
Yeah.
And without him bringing that charm, I don't know if the whole thing is balanced correctly. So yeah, no, he's great.
Well,
He continues to be great in this new season.
And Erin Foster was saying in that moment too that that's when she knew the show could be really good, of that scene of them walking down the driveway to the car, which is also what I said. I was like, oh, it is just a magical moment.
Not everyone's got it, but he's got it.
Yeah. Well, they also said during the panel, too, that they would love to see Adam Sandler on the show. That would be their, like, big get. And I was like, did they listen to our podcast? That's what we said. Did
they listen to the pod? Or is he a very famous Jewish actor in Hollywood? That makes a lot of sense.
You know, maybe we're all thinking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want to see him play himself. Adam Sandler.
He could do that, or he could be like, I don't know, I feel like the wisest rabbi he has to go visit for something.
That would be fun. Or even like a retired rabbi. Like one who's off just living vacation, like got rich somehow. Yeah. And is just living a dream life. Like kind of like how I feel like Adam Sandler lives his life now. Just on vacation a lot.
He does live the dream life, yeah.
Yeah. I would love that. Well, should we get into the episodes?
Let's do it. It's funny to think that people listening may have already watched all of the episodes.
I know.
We're like so excited because this is Wednesday night and we've seen 2 episodes and we're like, oh, we can't wait for the rest of the season. But, you know, most people waking up Thursday are just going to be able to binge through the whole thing, which I'm excited to do.
Oh, the minute it comes out, I'm going to be binging it. You're going to be like, stop, we have to stop.
I'm going to wake up to you just already on Ep 5.
Well, we started out with such a banger with the dinner party. That really brought me back in. That I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And it was so smart to start the season off with that because we're bringing all the characters together. We're picking up, it doesn't seem too far of where we left off. They're throwing the dinner party together because they need to mend
first
their
dinner
groups.
Party together.
Because that's a big step in a relationship.
They're blending friends.
It's a big step where you kind of live in your own little bubble at first, and then you need to see if you can exist outside the bubble and can commingle and see how your partner is with mingling. It's a big step.
Yeah. And a couple's going to be under stress.
Yeah.
Throwing a dinner party.
I know. I feel like the first time you're kind of mixing groups like this, I don't know if I'd recommend a dinner party. Because that's just an added
I know.
stress.
It does feel like maybe you should meet out at a bar or something
Yeah.
a couple times. Try to just like get people talking before they're put in this situation where all you can do is talk to each other. But I get it. I feel like they're trying to be adults, though. This is like the adult thing to do.
I feel like Joanne is really trying to kind of prove something. Like,
Yeah, I
I
think
can be
she's,
that
like,
girlfriend. I can be that. I can be really like put together and have it all together and have the lighting right and have the food right and have everybody having fun.
Yeah, I think she, she's trying to overcome this, what sounds like was a little bit of a party girl image she had. And, wants to be the serious girlfriend who can handle the lighting at the dinner party.
You know, and if you...
Which the answer is lower. Keep it about 50.
You love low lighting. I'm like, turn
less.
it up. I want to see people's faces. Show me your
wanna
pores.
You want to be walking around a CVS.
I do. I'm fine
want
with
it to
that.
be. I'm like, no overhead lighting is great for me. It doesn't matter if anyone can even see.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I want to see the food I'm eating.
No overhead lighting.
Well, right away, we do kind of discover that...
Light some candles.
Oh, my God. Okay. This is a different podcast.
You need me to go long on the lighting?
Well, early on, though, in this app, we start to discover every character is having some form of a crisis.
That's true.
And they come out with it right away, like in the first episode, I feel like, with everybody.
Yeah.
Which, what I do like already about season 2 is that we're really expanding on some more of these side characters. Like, it's not just about Joanne and Noah. There's still the focus. There's still, our main couple and our main storyline. But we're really starting to expand on, like, Sasha and Esther and Morgan and really have them be, like, full, well-rounded characters. And we're starting to learn about their problems and their issues. And that's really fun. I'm really already enjoying that a lot.
Yeah, it's fun, the expansion of like now, first they were just dealing with like, do they like each other enough to go forward? And now it's like, they do, but now it's like, we were already dealing with some of their other problems. And now it's like they're juggling friends and just there's just so much going on in their world now that they have to figure out.
Well, and it leads to a lot of these characters being in crisis, you might say, which brings us
Characters
to our
in crisis.
top 5.
It seems to be your theme. Okay, top 5 characters in crisis.
I'm just trying to get us to the top 5. If we don't get to the top 5 in the first 20 minutes.
I'm like, she keeps saying the word crisis.
I'm like,
are you in a crisis? Are you hostage right now?
I'm passing you the ball. Okay. Our top 5 this episode is our top 5 characters in crisis. Coming in at number 5 is Noah dealing with Big Noah.
Yeah.
So we got a new head rabbi coming in, which that shocked me. I was like, oh my God, I thought he was for sure in for head rabbi.
He would be so mad that you just called that guy Big Noah.
I know. I'm sorry. No, you know why I was laughing, though? Because I have this written down as Adam Brody dealing with Big Noah, which just made me laugh. Of like, why did I write that down that way? So, yeah, I mean,
that was shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a lock to be the rabbi. I don't think this is really what I predicted for season 2.
I did not foresee somebody else coming in and getting the head rabbi position. I thought maybe the other head rabbi would retire later on, or it would get delayed, or there'd be more of a decision process or something like that. And no, we're coming in right away with a new rabbi who was Ray from Girls.
That was shocking.
I was like, Ray is back? Good for him.
I agree with you. I thought it was going to be a long process, and maybe he's with the board, and we don't know if he gets it or not. No, we are just pulling the... I got to say, I couldn't believe how calm he was at first handling this. I was like, I would have quit on the spot. Yeah. I would have, like, thrown a fit.
Oh, you definitely would have.
Oh, yeah. Well, they offered him the job. Like, what the hell?
I mean, it was a slap in the face. It is very rude. And he did nothing wrong.
He is dealing with a great deal of stress upon his relationship.
Yeah.
When, like, you're not only dealing with your family, but now, like, your job has been taken away from you because you're choosing to date this girl. Like, this is a lot to put on a relationship.
And he still stands by her, though, every time.
It's sweet.
It was nice, though, to see his anger come out a little bit more. And I liked that scene where Joanne is, like, trying to get him to show his anger and, like, it's okay to be upset about this. Because it does feel like we've never seen him that way.
Yeah.
And you got a lot going on, buddy. There is a lot happening and a lot is being put on you. And you just love this girl. And it is getting in the way of things that you really wanted, which sucks. And it's not fair. And, I'd be angry and pissed off. So it was nice to see him have some emotion like that.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. It was just so insulting.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, and now he's just has to be embarrassed in front of this whole like congregation, like while he's just sitting up there while someone else is giving the sermon that he should be giving.
I liked too when he was like, and I liked his sermon and I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I like that they made him, that they made Big Noah good at his job.
Yeah, and I know. I thought that was interesting too. Is it's like it's not that he's incompetent.
Yeah,
it's just
right.
kind of unfair. And I was like, it continues to be an interesting look at like their morality and like their different aspect, like their different way of viewing the world. Of just because, like, yeah, I would have been mad. I would have quit. I would have been like, I would have been done with these people, like, over this. And, like, he is a much more, like, calm, like trust in, like, God and trust in, like, the goodness of other people. Yeah. And, like, he doesn't lash out. And it's interesting to watch a character who's behaving this way.
Yeah. And
because you don't normally see that. But it makes sense with this character.
Definitely.
That it's not that he's weak.
No.
It's just he controls himself in a crazy way.
And he gives reason to everything. So he is able to give reasoning of, like, this is happening because of this, but I'm okay with it. There's just a lot of kind of suppressing how you really feel about it because you're kind of, just trying to move on from it, basically.
Yeah. Well, I did appreciate in Ep 2 when he finally does open up that he's angry about this.
No, I love that.
Because, like, it's clear he's going through this. And it's nice for him to say it. And but it shows that, like, he's not emotionless.
No.
It's just that he believes in this way of, like, handling his business.
And it was nice to see that Joanne brought that out in him, though.
Yeah, because it's like even if he does believe he should behave a certain way, like, she can at least be there to comfort him for what he's going through internally. Like, and that's what a partner's for.
We're all for Noah letting it out. We're here for that. All right, moving on to number 4 of our top 5 characters in crisis. We have Morgan's fear of losing her sister and being alone. We really saw a different side to Morgan in these first 2 episodes a little bit. Still the Morgan we love. She's so fun. She always looks great. I love what she wore to the dinner party. That was an amazing reveal.
Iconic.
But it's so clear.
She's just all legs.
All legs. Like, I loved it.
All legs and a fur.
I love that. I cannot wait to wear that to a dinner party. But it's so clear of she's so worried about losing her sister in this relationship, which I feel like is a real fear. It's always been her and her sister in this horrible dating world trying to figure it out together.
Mm-hmm.
And now her sister is happy in a relationship. Like, that's tough. That's a lot to deal with.
Definitely. I mean, I get the fear. I mean, lots of women who feel like they're like the last single one are gonna get a fear of like, I don't want to be the person alone here, and then it to be like your sister who you've been doing this podcast that you kind of thought you're on the same path, the same track, the same kind of view of the world, and now it does feel like she's really evolving in a hurry, and like in a relationship you haven't really seen her in anything like this before.
And
I
not
can't
with
imagine how it's so scary for her.
And a very different type of guy than what she's used to dating, which I think that's kind of hard. Of you're like, but this isn't who you date. This isn't the type of guy that you date. And in season 1, we hear Morgan be like, you're changing yourself for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough because when people get in relationships too, you kind of got to let them go a little bit. You do. You have to let them go and be in this new relationship.
Yeah.
And it's hard, but you have to kind of let it happen. And we're just seeing Morgan really struggle with this.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because she's worried about it affecting the pod, worried about it affecting her livelihood, her business, but then also worried about like, why is no one doing this for me?
Yeah.
Because like when she's at the dinner party and the guy doesn't want her number, it's that fear of like, is there something wrong with me? I do think there's still something so interesting about her and Sasha because it's like this gray area relationship that no one knows what to put a name on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just so confusing. And I think it makes sense that someone like her who kind of, it seems like she's been able to go on lots of dates and has been fine with like hooking up with people, but she does want some kind of emotional support and friendship that maybe she's not really getting out of anyone, and feels a hole in her life without Joanne there.
Well, and it sounds like they were going on dates together, just going out together, trying to meet guys, or just spending a lot of time together. There's definitely a little bit of a codependency with the sisters.
Definitely.
In a fun way. In a way that I think is really interesting for a TV show and to watch. But you feel for Morgan in these first couple episodes. I really want her to find happiness on her own.
I think she's getting there because I think she's like, at least in episode 2, you do see her starting to ask questions about herself.
Yeah.
So like, she may be going through a crisis and she might be spinning out for a little bit, but it does feel like she is doing some self-analysis here. That hopefully she finds what she's looking for.
And it does feel like she's willing to let Joanne go a little bit. She's the one who stood up for Joanne with Bina that nobody would have been willing to do. Everyone would have been too scared to do that. And Morgan's the one who tells Bina the truth and tells her that they're really happy together. Because Morgan in that moment could have sabotaged if she wanted to, and she didn't. So she really is accepting of their relationship more now than she was in season 1. And it will be interesting to see where she goes this season.
Morgan's great because she's kind of like the Kramer of this show in a lot of ways, where it's like her unexpected, like just blunt honesty sometimes kind of saves the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like she did it here by telling her that like, no, Joanne tried to break up with him so that he could be head rabbi. Like she just seems to like talk to people in those ways that like make them be like, what? Like wake up to certain things. So it's also very funny. Like,
yeah, she's hilarious. I love her.
Oh, she's great.
All right, moving on to our number 3 character in crisis. We got to give it to Esther. Esther is in big crisis over Sasha not thinking she's fun. And you can just tell this is going to be a through line throughout the season where she is trying to prove how fun she is by continuously saying how fun she is.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting when he walks in and thinks like, oh, she's like being sexy or like or feeling horny, and he's like, but it's like she's putting on like that leopard over thing, and I'm like, she's kind of like looking more like Morgan is what she's like, in my opinion, like in how she was dressing right there. Like she seemed to dress a little more formally in season 1, in my opinion, than that.
Yeah.
Than how she, like, I feel like she's trying to look more like her and be a little more like fun, free-spirity kind of girl. So I think it's interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I feel for Esther this season already in these first 2 episodes. Like, that is a punch to the gut, knowing that your husband is texting this girl, and not even really in a flirtatious way necessarily, but like he said, she's fun, and that hurts. And I feel for
That
Esther
really hurts.
because
that stings.
I feel for Esther because everything, like her world kind of got turned upside down by all this too. She was happy with how the family was. She liked Noah and Rebecca together. She liked having her friend in the family. And then she lost all that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, her husband is texting the sister, which also just kind of flips her world upside down a little bit. So you kind of feel for her, even though she's a tough personality in a lot of season 1, you feel for her in the sense of, you do kind of got a lot going on here.
It's even more heartbreaking that it's like, I feel like she could get her husband like being attracted to this girl or wanting like her in a sexual way, but it's so brutal that it's like, no, it's like you're so tough that it's like, I'm just looking for someone to be light and joke around and have fun with.
I know. It's like so sad. I think it's
That's
heartbreaking.
sad.
But I do love how they're showing this storyline. I love that they're showing Esther and Sasha talking it all out, communicating with each other about it, like being honest about their feelings with it and trying to overcome it and get through it. And they've been married now for a while, and it's an interesting portrayal of a relationship, which is very different from Noah and Joanne's.
Definitely. And like, we saw Esther be kind of, mean to Joanne most of last season.
Yeah.
But even you said, you were like, if you think about it, I would be more on that side in real life. If I was like, of just like, who is this girl who showed up, who's suddenly like messing up this good thing we all had going? And you kind of just view her in a more sympathetic way this season.
I feel like there's just a lot of layers to Esther, and I'm kind of on, I feel for her. And I know she's tough at times, but that's why I feel for her even more.
Sure.
Because I really get where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I do love Esther and Joanne scenes too. I hope we get a lot more of them this season because they're funny together.
And she is warming up to
She
it.
is 100%. She sat by them at the basketball game. Like,
I think she was like, this was a lot early on.
Yeah.
But like, you're right. She wouldn't sit by them. She's not as mean to Joanne. Like, she's rightfully mean to Morgan, who was texting the father of her children. But I think she's just like, life, she had a hard time with the hand life dealt her, and now she's dealing with it.
Well, I think now she's really accepted Noah and Joanne together. Whereas in season 1, I don't think she was really accepting of that. She thought this is a fling. It's going to end. We're all going to go back to normal soon. And now she's really realized this is not going to end. And now I'm stuck with this sister too.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's got to be a little eye-opening of like, is it me? Whenever like your husband and like is like, they're fun. I like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm ready to see.
Which that scene was unbelievable. It was so funny when the three of them were locked in a room.
The bedroom scene,
again,
so good.
That's the show giving the audience what we want.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is great. Like, I mean, Tim Simons was so funny about like, is this a threesome? Like, everything was great. I mean, it was so funny.
And when she said, "Why would you think this would be the threesome that I wanted?"
This is a conversation.
You're not even there.
He's like, don't threesomes have to start with a conversation? It was all great.
It was so funny. I loved how
when he came out of
honest-
there, I was like, it got sexual. Oh my God. His lines kill me. Tim Simons continues to crack me up in the show.
You have such a crush on him.
I know,
He
I
might
love
be in your
I'm ready for
threesome.
this. I'm ready for the Sasha spinoff show.
Yeah. I loved that scene too for how honest everybody was. Like, how uncomfortable is that? To have to like all three of you talk about this and talk about a texting thing. Like, it's so
But I
cringy and
thought-
uncomfortable, but I love that they were all openly talking about it.
I thought that was a little bit that Esther takes Joanne seriously. That she's
Yeah.
like, I guess I need to deal with this.
Right.
Because like Joanne's not going away. And so Morgan is going to be in my life and whether I want her to be or not. So I need to kind of like clear the air on this. So I actually give Esther a lot of credit for doing that. Because she was like, let's talk. Like,
and I love too how Morgan was so honest of like, well, no, I said the texting was weird. The texting got a little weird. Like, she was being honest too about the situation. And she wasn't trying to like deny.
yeah.
You know, everyone was just being very honest. And it is funny with Esther that she really thought Joanne was going to be her biggest problem. And then turns out, no, it's her husband with the sister. Like, she did not see that coming. I feel like Esther is like our MVP right now a little bit.
Yeah.
Only
Oh my
because
God.
I just find her storyline so interesting.
She's so funny. And I think,
Yeah.
again, it's even more interesting knowing that, like, the actress is kind of, like, loud and funny.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, in this, she's so reserved and tight and, like, where she's often kind of playing more the straight man in every scene,
Yeah.
which is just, it just shows, like, she's got some real comedic chops on understanding that because, like, she makes Tim Simons and makes like more she makes Sasha and Morgan so much funnier by her being so tightly wound while they're like goofing off.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, when she's coaching him on what to say to her at the dinner party, it's
So
like,
good.
you can say hello, but not like hey. Like, it's like a hello. Like,
And then he looks
It's
at
so
her for
great.
confirmation of like, what do I do?
yeah.
What do I do? What do I do?
We're not ignoring you. Like,
Panic,
it's all so
panic.
great.
Yeah, I'm ready for Esther to go off the deep end.
They
this
just had the
season.
levity that they had the levity we need in this show. Because,
Yeah.
like, you know, like there are very funny scenes with like Adam Brody and Kristen Bell, but like we are kind of so committed to their relationship that it can't quite be as funny as the rest of it.
Yeah.
So like it's nice to have that break to laugh and then to get back to like, oh, okay, what are these two gonna do with this mess of a situation?
Well, and it's kind of a fascinating situation that we haven't really seen on TV. Most people would go full cheating or at least make it more sexual than what it was. So it's interesting, this kind of gray area that they put that storyline
Morgan and
in.
Sasha?
Yeah, with the texting.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I
it's
feel
so
like
gray, and that's why it's interesting.
it's part of why I think this show's so well written, because I'm like, you just don't see that kind of stuff that
Right.
often, where it's like there are all sorts of relationships in this world, like on all kinds of spectrums of like there just aren't quite names for sometimes. And it's
Yeah.
like you're looking at him and Morgan, you're like, this doesn't feel right.
Right.
But I can't point to anything anyone's done that is overtly over a line, but it doesn't feel right.
That's
you
why
know?
it's interesting. That's why
It's so
I can't wait to
interesting.
see where we go. I mean, I just know we got a lot more great stuff with Esther, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think at one point Esther said, "Well, I'm your wife. I'll tell you who you can be friends with."
Yeah, that was good. That's a great line. I'll be using that one day.
Easy.
All right, back to our top 5 characters in Crisis. Coming in at number 2, Bina losing her son.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
this is
And looking good doing it.
looking amazing. I mean,
amazing.
The jewelry, the collar being popped up,
The hair,
the slick back hair.
Slick back.
She
It's
came
great.
in.
That pop collar was amazing.
She came in looking rich to that basketball
Yeah.
game. That was amazing.
Definitely. You would look at her and believe she inherited like an NFL team that she runs. Like she just looked like, she looked that like rich, powerful person you're like scared of.
Oh, definitely. It's so good. She's such a great character, but she is unwell about losing Noah. She still is not accepting it. She won't invite Joanne to Shabbat.
No.
She is really
She's, very upset that Noah did not get like head rabbi.
and she completely blames Joanne for it. Like she had any say in any of this.
Yeah.
I think that she just really wants to blame Joanne because she just cannot in her heart blame Noah. Because even when
really
she
likes
finds
that.
out that Joanne was going to leave him so he could get head rabbi, even when she finds out that Noah was the one who went after her and wanted them to be together, she's still not accepting that Noah chose that.
Mm-hmm.
She won't accept it at all.
Yeah. I think that's why I love this show too, because I think those are the kind of stories that like do still feel real to today.
Yeah.
But also feel like, biblical, like old religion. Like it
Yeah.
feels like these timeless tales of like this temptress, this woman brought this man down.
Right,
Like the mother
right.
can't get over it. And it's like, it's so funny. Like, but those stories just always exist. And it's like, he does have agency. He has control over his life.
Right.
He made his own decisions here.
But she will not accept it. And I love too how everyone is so scared of her, even her sons, when she walks in and they're like, oh what do we do? And then when Bina and Joanne go outside to talk and Noah leaves the game, he's so scared of what they're gonna say to each other. Like they're about to like throw punches or something.
Yeah.
I mean, she is the powerful matriarch figure in this show.
It's great. I mean, they treat her like she's like Marlon Brando in The Godfather, where it's like, oh man, you can't be alone with this person. This person's too powerful for you to be talking to.
Well, I love when Esther was giving Joanne advice, which was a very nice scene between the two of them. And she was like, you need to treat her like a mob boss. Just give her a bunch of compliments
Yes.
at the top.
Yes.
So good.
Yes. Bring her gifts. Give her praise.
Yeah. Kiss the ring.
Yes, indeed.
Because she really does give off that like Godfather vibe for sure in this. She really is controlling everybody.
Yes. And and anytime you think that Joanne's getting there, getting through, like gonna have a normal relationship with her. It's like, I don't know. It seems tough to come by.
I don't know how we're going to get there. You know? Yeah. Will this just always be an obstacle in their lives?
I mean,
probably.
Esther is not like, oh, I'm going to have a good relationship with her. She's like, oh, at least the attention is off me right now and on you. Like, she's like, thank God she's not paying attention to me.
Well, that's what I think is interesting about Bina too, is it's not like her and Esther have this amazing relationship or there's a lot of love between the two of them. So you really can't win with Bina no matter what, it sounds like.
Well, and I do think it's funny because I think in a lot of stories it would be like whenever we have that episode last season where it feels for a little bit like her and Joanne are getting along, and then the rug's pulled out from under us because she whispers at the end, "You'll never be with my son." But like, I do feel like a lot of shows would be like, oh, like Joanne stood up to her, she stood up to the bully, and so like she had respect for her, and now they're friends. And it's like, it's not really how it works most of the time.
No,
like, just because you stand up to the bully doesn't mean that then they have mutual respect for you. It kind of just means you're in a fight now.
And I think this show keeps trying to tell us, no, Bina is not going to accept this.
Yeah.
She might tolerate it from here or there. Or you think she's taking a step forward to it. She's inviting Joanne to Shabbat. Mm-hmm. We got that. But she's still like, okay. In Bina's head, she's like, okay, I'll invite her to Shabbat. But in no way, shape, or form am I going to support her with my son.
It feels like, again, he calls himself the loser sibling, but like she would be more okay with like Sasha being with Morgan than she is with Noah being with Joanne.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is her prized boy who is like, she's like, he's the good one. He's going to be the head rabbi, all this. And this just, the Shiska is ruining it.
Oh, Bina.
Oh, Bina. At least you look good. At least you look stylish.
There's a part of me, too, that's like, I don't want Bina to give in. That's not very Bina. But I wonder what it will take. I mean, I guess we'll wait and see if it takes at all.
Well, again, it's one of those things about the show where it can be a little deeper than like it seems.
Yeah.
Where it's the reason she's so locked in is not just mother-in-law doesn't like you. It is like, which like even Joanne brings up in this, where she's like, for centuries, like men's mothers have been hating who their son's dating.
Right.
Like, but it's also, she is entrenched in this like Jewish tradition and like, repopulating the Jewish population, that like there's like, I think that's what's great sometimes, because if you dig a little deeper, it is like all these competing ideologies just under the surface of like, she doesn't want your agnostic Gentile world coming into her world that she's been trying to protect.
And I think that she never thought this would happen with her rabbi son.
Yeah.
That really pulled the rug out from under her. Like, never in her wildest dreams did she think this would ever be a problem with him.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like, even though this can seem like a light rom-com where it's like a new girlfriend having problems with the parents, it's like, underlying, if you lay out what everyone's like ideology is, it can be like, this could be the root of lots of problems in the world that been causing conflicts for centuries.
Yeah, definitely. All right, are you ready for number one?
Lay it on me.
All right, number one character in crisis goes to Joanne, who's in crisis over converting. And overall, just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
She is. I think Morgan's what he says, like, there's another shoe going to drop, but like Joanne so clearly believes it. Like, she immediately panics at the dinner party of like, there was the shoe. It dropped. It's over.
It's done. We're done. I knew this would happen. Yeah. We're over. And it's like, whoa. Maybe you should talk to Noah for a second.
Yeah. this conversion thing. So where do you stand? So basically it was, she thought that it was off the table, and he thought it was tabled, like it's coming back. We're just tabling it to bring back at a later time. So do you think it was tabled or off the table?
I gotta say, I love this miscommunication. It is so good. It's so smart. And this is definitely something that would happen in real life. This is a miscommunication anybody could have.
The off the table tabled confusion is great. That's a real couple fight.
It's so good. This is a miscommunication we would have. I mean, not with the same
Absolutely.
converting or not,
about
but just
that,
those
but, like,
words. Like,
you and I would totally have a miscommunication about whether something was tabled and coming back at a later date or off the table.
I think I thought it was off the table because
I thought it was tabled.
she didn't ask for more time. She didn't ask for more time. She didn't say, I just need a little more time to think about this, but I'll get there. I'm committing to it, just not right now. So unless you're saying those words, then it's off the table. He just heard what he wanted to hear.
I guess I did too, because I thought it was tabled. I thought she said that I'm only doing this because you want me to.
Yeah.
And I need to find it my own way. And so I thought she was going to take some time and see if she found it her own way.
But I was taking it as she might never find it, and you need to be okay with that.
But see, men don't think like that. We assume we're going to get what we want eventually.
Well, maybe you guys should look into that. I think that's the root of the world's problems.
It's working out for us.
I do understand, though, of him thinking, well, it can't just be fully off the table. Like, that's a really big deal if it's completely off the table.
That's my point, is I think if it was completely forever off the table, I would have thought we would have had more of a conversation if I put myself in Noah's position of like, so I will never be Jewish, and how are you going to handle that, like, at this stage and this stage and this stage of your life? Like, and they never had that convo.
But I think he needed to be the one to initiate the convo and explain, I kind of need to know if this is completely off the table or if it's still a possibility of you converting one day.
Yeah.
He needed to initiate that because she's not thinking about it from his perspective of, I will not get this head rabbi job. This will hurt my career. Like, she's not really thinking about all those detriments when he's the one, when she tried to break up with him and he showed back up saying that he didn't want that. So in my head, if you're showing back up with that grand gesture, I'm thinking you're good with it all.
See, I think the truth is that both of them knew this wasn't completely clear.
Yeah.
And I think neither of them wanted to talk about it anymore.
Right.
100%. I think they were both putting off what they knew was a difficult convo of where she didn't completely stamp out that she would never do this. But he also did not get her to say that she's like working towards getting to that. Like,
yeah. I think this is his problem and he needs to ask the more questions on it.
Well, he did like
I think they just wanted to live in the bubble, in the bliss for a little bit, which I get. It's
that's the
hard
thing. They're just in love with each other,
yeah.
and they want to live in the love and not deal with the problem.
Because this didn't come back up, really. Somebody else brought it up at the dinner table. Yes. But it's clear they haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was that guy they were trying to set Morgan up with.
Yeah.
That guy really caused a whole stir of crises
Yeah.
at this dinner party. He sent Morgan spiraling because he didn't want her number, and then he brought up the whole like, oh, you're converting to Judaism. Like,
And then he was like, gotta go, bye.
yeah. Peace.
Wow. Like, okay, no
My
leftovers
job
for
is
you,
done
buddy.
at this dinner party.
Yeah, talk about chaos.
Yeah. You know, an honorable mention for this list was we didn't even talk about her. What's Darcy's name?
Oh,
in this
yeah.
show?
Ryann?
Ryann.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryann. You're correct.
She's in crisis.
She was definitely in crisis, but I think the crisis won. I feel
Yeah.
like she just is still lying there on the floor.
Yeah, she's still lying
In her
there.
hoodie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so good.
We definitely have one of our friends show up like that of like, I'm going through something.
Oh, I know who it would be. Not gonna name names, but
Oh, Jesus, babe.
what?
We'll talk about who you think it is. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I mean, I know, but
All right.
moving on. Do you
Moving
want to
on.
do
ready
your
for my-
Tyler's takes?
Let's freaking do it. You know, one thing I loved about the dinner party was Morgan also just, aside from her attire, she also just said, I didn't bring a gift. I don't do that.
So good. I'm taking
Was
that.
iconic of just, I don't do that.
I'm taking that.
I just don't do it.
That was so
I
good.
don't bring gifts. I don't do that.
She's like, I'm not gonna make a dish for this dinner party. Are you crazy?
I forgot she was called him the Prophet as the nickname
Oh, yeah.
on the podcast. And then she finally came clean and started saying his name and talking more about him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think she should have had more of a convo with him about that?
But she didn't say anything bad. She was saying nice things about the carafes next to you to go to bed. The carafes
yeah,
of
the
water, which I thought
Yeah.
amazing idea. I love that.
Yeah. Although she couldn't stack anything.
Well, I mean, the nightstand moment, I love that moment. It was so good.
That was sweet.
I mean, that is love. That is what warms my heart. That's what gets me.
In the live audience, I feel like it was taking me a second to catch up to like, wait, what'd he do? What's she so like excited about? And I feel like all the women were like, oh,
I was like, oh my God.
he got her a nightstand
It was
table.
so sweet. Like, that's what we want. We want you to see what our issue is and fix it.
And fix it for you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's love.
That's love.
Lighting should be low. I had on my Tyler's takes. You know, I feel incredibly strong about low
I don't hear the
lighting.
end of it.
Yeah. I thought it was a bad idea to try to set singles up at your first dinner party.
There was just,
These guys are ambitious.
yeah, they
They're
were
just
doing
too
too much
ambitious.
at that dinner party. Too
They're
much.
doing too much.
Also, they were like cooking, I feel like. Get some takeout, okay?
Yeah.
Too much.
There was a
You got to
lot-
worry about the lighting.
They're combining a lot of people at this party. They're trying to set people up. This is just a whole thing. Maybe relax.
The dinner party
Take
did
it
seem
easy.
fun, though. It made me want to throw a
seemed
dinner party.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, even though it was kind of a disaster, I felt like I would have had a blast at that.
I was like, we should throw more dinner parties.
like, this is
Bring
fun.
random people together.
But what would end up happening is we'd end up fighting like they were and everyone else having a ball.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, where's my nightstand?
Dinner parties are for the host to fight and everyone else to have a great
Yeah.
time. What do you think about assigned seats at a dinner party? They were assigned
Necessary. I'm big on
You think that
assigned
is
seats.
big?
I think, especially when you're bringing random people together, you have to do that. Or if you're bringing people together where everybody knows maybe like one other person or something, you need assigned seats. This seemed like a smaller dinner party, though. I don't think you needed it as much. But if I'm going to a birthday party at a restaurant with like 12 people, I need somebody assigning some seats, or which group is going where.
That's fair. That's fair. I think this group would have been fine except for Esther being there. I think he was like, this could go terribly wrong.
Yeah.
With like her and Morgan and stuff. We got to be careful where we sit everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also the morality thing of her admitting that she just moves these seats to where she wants to sit.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was like, he's such a rule person and she's so not a rule person. Like I love these constant conflicts of their worldview. Like coming head to head.
There were a few things that we saw in these first couple eps where we do see her more breaking the rules and him being like, what are you doing? I mean, the thing with Morgan in the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was appalled.
She said it's street justice to just key a car if you see the car do something wrong.
I kind of love it, but I was Pearl's clutch like Noah was. I thought, you can do that? That's allowed?
It's great. I was thinking in that, I was like, Kristen Bell is just constantly in these comedies that are about the great moral dilemmas of our time with The Good Place in this, where it's like philosophies colliding.
I do love when the show goes there, because I do think it's so interesting of these two people who come from two very different backgrounds and religions and perspectives and very different personalities. And what happens when you put those two people together? And it's so interesting. And I think it's so interesting, too, of two people falling in love like that who do have very different worldviews and what that looks like. And it's so fascinating.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. My last one on Ep 1 is I wrote just him being passed over. Just... Oh my gosh.
I just did not expect that right away like that. They really hit us with that right away. Like, remember head rabbi job? Nope, not his anymore. Our prediction was that he was going to get head rabbi.
I know. Which he still
Which
might.
Something could happen to Big Noah.
Oh, he's going to be so mad you said that.
I'm sorry. I don't know. What's his name? I can't. His name is Noah. You want me to call him Ray?
I actually wrote down the street justice thing, the like king the car, of just saying they have different codes. That like she kind of is about getting it out, getting your anger out, like doing this action into the world to like try to make justice. Well, like he's a little bit repressing things, but like it's not like a bad kind of repression as much as it's just like he just feels like you need to wrestle with things internally more than like go out and judge other people. And I don't know.
Well, and he was saying too, we just need to walk away and let it be. There's nothing we can do about it. Mm-hmm. And it's very clear that's how he seems to handle a lot of conflict. And they handle that very differently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, instead of him confronting his mother and like bringing Joanne to Shabbat and seeing what happens, like he boycotts Shabbat and avoids like it is a different style in handling conflict.
Well, that's why Bina shows up to the basketball game too, because she said, I want to see my son. And this is the only way to do it, which is interesting because...
When he said, is this a curse? That made me laugh so much.
That was good. It's interesting, though, because Bina and Joanne seem to have similarities in that way of more dealing with it head on and taking it into your own hands.
Sure.
But it's definitely not Noah's personality.
Which is why they butt heads with each other.
Exactly, definitely. But it's interesting seeing Joanne rub off on Noah a little bit more this season so far. And I hope we do get to see more of that, because I think a lot of season 1 was more him rubbing off on her a little bit and showing how she is changing and her wants and needs are changing more with dating him. So it'll be interesting this season to see more the effect she has on him.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Noah admitting that Big Noah's sermon was good was just sort of one of those things where I'm like, man, he's a bigger man than I am. Like I would have there's no world where I'd admit this person was talented or good at their job.
No, we would have all been gossiping
I'm
about
so petty
it.
compared to Noah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you are.
I'd have been talking so much shit about Big Noah.
Oh, me too. I would have been whispering in everyone's ears. This guy sucks.
It is that reminder that he's got this higher code, like Noah.
Yeah.
And how he behaves. And lastly, my last Tyler's takes was this basketball team is terrible. People seem to just walk off the court willy-nilly. And it feels like at times there are 3 people playing against 5. Like, I don't know how they've ever won any titles. This team seems to be just awful. Like, no one seems to be taking this seriously. Why is anyone showing up?
How dare you say that about the Matzah Ballers, okay? They work hard. They work hard.
Do they? We want Sasha wander off.
I don't think we've seen them
make
a basket.
No.
They do just keep showing the close-up of them missing it, which I think is so funny.
It's great.
Are you going to join a basketball league?
I don't think they make it look particularly fun.
I think they look. I think they make it the sitting on the sidelines look fun.
Oh yeah,
I'll do that.
You'd sit on the bleachers and drink and watch me do something. Yeah,
that sounds great. That's my kind of Saturday.
But great first 2 eps. I thought it was great to have it back. I'm excited to see where the season goes.
I know. These were really good. And I think we set up a lot for the season. Yep. I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm excited to see where some more of this conflict goes. Because I do think it's interesting watching it I'm not worried Noah and Joanne are going to break up.
Yeah.
And I think knowing that more going into it makes it a little bit more interesting of how are we going to make this conflict? What outside forces are going to come in between them and how are they going to deal with it? I think is what makes this show really interesting.
Yeah.
And God, these were really funny episodes. We're getting the deep and the funny. We're getting it all.
It's great. It's a great show. Sad to have it back.
Are you ready to binge it?
Sad to binge it this weekend.
You ready to binge it?
I told you, I'm converting to a binger for you and our marriage.
Our marriage wouldn't last if you did not convert to binger at this point. You'd have to buy me like 4 nightstands.
So many nightstands.
I am doing the carafe of the water. I mean, that is the best thing I've ever heard.
That's nice.
What else?
Classy.
What else?
Please end this episode.
I don't know. I think
we have now gone so much longer than these 2 episodes were. Like, let's just end this podcast, please.
That's so true. Well, we had to talk about Esther a little bit more. All right.
And the Matzah Ballers.
All right. Well, be sure to join us again for more Nobody Wants This. We'll be covering the rest of season 2. We're excited about it. We hope you are too.
I am excited.
Be sure to follow us on Spotify. Click that follow button and click that follow button on Apple Podcasts too. And while you're at it, rate us 5 stars. Leave a review. Leave a comment. We would love that. And you can follow us on social media at @previously_teen TV, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we have merch on Etsy, you guys. Find our merch on Previously on Teen TV. Thanks for listening.
Bye.